Hi Daniel, thanks so much for handing in your questions. So we're just going to have a quick look at this question that you've handed in here for us. And the first thing we need to note in this case is that we're going to have to get rid of the brackets in order to solve this. And also, after we've gotten rid of the brackets, we have to then add all our like terms. And that is how we're going to simplify this algebraic expression, add like terms. And these two things are going to help us in making it a little bit easier to read and to see what it's supposed to look like in your question on the web page. All right, so that's what we're going to do here first. We're going to start with the first bracket, okay, and we're going to just expand that out. So over here, I'm going to get a is equal to a plus 2 multiplied by 3a plus 4. So I'm going to use FOIL. A multiplied by 3a, that's 3a squared. A multiplied by 4, that's 4a, and then 2 multiplied by 3a, that's going to give us 6a, and 2 multiplied by 4, that's plus 8. Minus, and then I'm going to open brackets again, and I'm going to explain why we have to do this in just a bit, but then first I'm going to use the FOIL method to multiply out this bracket. So I'm going to get a multiplied by a is going to give me a squared. A multiplied by negative 6 is negative 6a. Negative 7 multiplied by a is negative 7a, and negative 7 multiplied by negative 6 is positive 42, which is equal to, so now on this first part here, I'm just going to add all the like terms I see. So first I'm going to get 3a squared, then I'm going to have 4a plus 6a, and that's going to give me 10a, so I'm going to have plus 10a plus 8. And then what I'm going to do with this minus that we're looking at over here is I'm going to multiply it into this particular bracket over here because it's written over here and we need to add it in. So what I'm going to have here is negative multiplied by a squared. That's going to give us negative a squared. And then I've got negative 6 and negative 7. That's going to give me negative 13a. And if we put that together, multiply that by negative, that's going to give me positive 13a. And then negative multiplied by positive 42 will give me negative 42. And then again from here, I can add my like terms again because I am going to get like terms here. So I'm going to get 3a minus a squared. That's going to give us 2a squared, 2a squared. And then I'm going to have 10a plus 13a, that's going to give us positive 23a. And then I'm going to get plus 8 minus 42, and that's going to give us minus 34. And there you have it. That's how we solve this particular question. In this next sum, a couple of things need to happen in order for us to get to the answer that we're looking for here. And in this case, we're going to notice that this whole thing over here is squared. So we know that our exponential rule says if I have x squared, it's the same thing as writing x multiplied by x. And now, just to make things a little bit simpler, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take everything that's inside the square bracket here and I'm going to multiply them into each other so that I have one expression squared. I'll explain what we're doing here just now. So we're going to get is equal to, so I'm going to take 2 and multiply it by 4a. I'm just going to keep my brackets there. That's going to give me 8a. And then 2 multiplied by negative b is going to give me negative 2b, and all of this is still going to be squared minus b squared. So now what we can do is we can use this rule that we've written over here to express 8a minus 2b. So what we're going to have is 8a minus 2b multiplied by itself twice. So we're going to get 8a minus 2b multiplied by 8a minus 2b, and all of this minus b squared. And I would encourage you to pause here and just continue finishing the rest of the sum to see how that will look. Okay, so now we can go in and we're going to do the FOIL method just like we did in the other sum. So 8a multiplied by 8a will give us 64a squared. 8a multiplied by negative 2b is minus 16ab. And then negative 2b multiplied by 8a also gives us minus 16ab. Then I'm going to get negative 2b multiplied by negative 2b, that is plus 4b squared. And then I can't forget about my minus b squared that's following behind all of this. All right, and this is equal to, now I can add like terms again, because that's what we did in the other one as well. I've got 64a squared sitting all by itself. So I'm just going to have 64a squared, negative 16 minus 16, that'll give me minus 32ab. And then I've got 4b squared minus b squared, and that's going to give me positive 3b squared. And that's the answer we're looking for in this case. Okay, maybe we should try the other ones, see if we can't do them on paper and then send them our way so we can check just to make sure you're on the right track. And then, yeah, we can see how we solve the rest of them. All right, good luck.